Finding ways out of violent conflict is fraught with risks. Many well-intentioned attempts to get involved in such situations have failed or even backfired. And that's why it's important that institutions working on stabilization and peace building get ever better at thinking through the potential effects of their policies in advance. For example, how will different armed actors actually react to a new program for disarmament that this actor might want to implement? And simulation games are a tool that can help with that. By really stepping into the shoes of actors on the ground, players have to respond to the various incentives and constraints that shape that situation. And looking at their interactions, we can then sketch out possible future developments in what one could call a safe-to-fail environment. And this is why such simulation games are also often used in military and business contexts. We wanted to apply them to stabilization and peace building.
We developed a game to capture the key dynamics of an actual real-world conflict. Our focus was on the economic incentives of conflict actors. So we designed roles that reflected the decision situations facing military and militia commanders as well as political leaders. Then we refined our game in a workshop series with policy practitioners, all of that part of the Stabilization Lab project funded by the German Federal Foreign Office.
We wanted to understand the implications of a specific policy intervention and do that in a more innovative and more deeper way of learning. And through the simulation, we got there rather quickly and effectively, and it was much more intuitive than reading many reports.
Take the example of a disarmament program for the game. First, players discuss and prepare their moves, which can range from political statements on the program, but also any efforts to improve their strategic position or to capture new income. In the plenary, then, the players announce their actions. If there's any physical movements, they're recorded by the moderators on the map. The moderators also use a tool to track any changes in the group sizes or in the income levels. And throughout the game, we see if the different actors participate in the program and if their strategies have any unintended effects. So, for example, if they try to use show of force to drive up the price of their participation. We wanted to bring out the economic and social dimensions of actor behavior beyond what is done in traditional wargaming with military dynamics. And we also needed to find ways to capture them and simplify these dimensions. So for the key income sources, like illicit taxation or mining, we used empirical data on the cities and roads and the mines in the area of the conflict. And we used that to model the values and the locations for the game. We also used a grid on the geographical map to break down the actual geographical space into a manageable number of areas, which makes it easier for the players to navigate the space. The project showed that interactive games have a real value in discussing if a policy option is a good idea and what risks need to be mitigated. We hope that the approach can help policymakers in peace building and in stabilization to improve their programming decisions, which would also improve outcomes on the ground.